Okay, for this video we're going to make the brow of the owl. I have this the medium colored purple. There's 3 shades of purple of this Corriedale wool, and let me see here. Color's hard to see on the video, but we've got 3 colors. This royal purple color is going to be for the brow, the beak, and the feet. So you'll want to take that and split it up and put some aside for the beak and the feet. And I'll just say split it in half. Okay, so now you're going to take this and you're going to twist it, make kind of a rope with it. And nice to dampen your hands. Have a little damp sponge nearby, so if you ever need to just wet your fingers or wet your hands, it makes it easier for rubbing them together like this. If your hands are really dry like mine. So yeah, I'm just twisting it between my hands to make a little bit of a hand spun kind of look. And we're going to take that and make sure you know where your face is going to be, and you're going to place that. This is what we're doing here. We're making this brow that goes around like this and then forms a peak in the center. So I'd start at the back of the head. Actually, no, sorry. Start at the front, right? The center. And attach it with the needle. So make sure that's where I want the face to be. And then I'm looking down at the center. I'm going to attach it right where that peak will be. Make sure you have lots of space on your face for your nice big round eyes. See how much space is there? Don't worry about making your peak perfect here. Right now we're just trying to attach the whole thing. So we're going to go along. And don't poke right into the brow. We want to poke kind of, let's see if I can get this, kind of in the crevice there between the head and the brow, and attach it like that so that you get this nice rounded look here. Okay, and going around. Now I'm just going to pull off some bits off the end here. Mine's a bit too long, but that's okay, you can overlap it. It's really thin right here, so I'm just going to take this part and overlap it. It's gone all the way around the head. Okay, so you can see, got like that. I'm just going to go around and secure that to the head. Go underneath. And now you're going to work on forming your peak a little nicer. So you want to pull a little bit down, grab some of the fray bits, and make a little bit of a triangle, a little angle coming down. Don't worry if you come down too far because your beak's going to go there and it will cover it up, but you want to make a nice little angled point there. So just wanting to work on just really like cleaning that whole brow up, making it look nice. I'm going to take my finer needle and I'm just going to go around on top of it now. Just cleaning it up. This is your number 40 needle is really good for really good for just like surface stuff, so just tidying it up. Now, I don't like the way mine looks right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of my wool, just a tiny piece that I have saved for the other parts. I'm going to take it and put it over top because I've actually flattened this too much. So I'm going to add a little bit of wool just to give it a little more of a lift. Okay, you can fix that up a little bit more too once we have the eyes on. Okay, so the next part we're going to take our, I guess it's a little more lavender kind of color. I'm going to take that, split it up in half. And now we're going to, because the fibers are all going in one direction, but we want a nice uniform finish on the top, we're going to actually mush this all up so that the fibers are running in different directions. So it'll give us a smoother looking finish on the top. So now we're going to place that on the top of the head. Just attach it. So you're basically just putting the fibers onto the top of the head and using the brow as your border. Okay, once you're at about this point, take your number 40 needle and use that to smooth it all down. Now I like to do this little bit of a rubbing. It fuzzes it back up, but it just helps with the finishing look. Helps get rid of some of those little puncture marks. These are all just little tricks that I've learned as I've been going along, that I just kind of figured out on my own, and you'll figure out little things that work for you. This is where you can do a little bit more of a shallow poking, going along and getting all those little tiny stray hairs that are poking up. Make sure you look back and make sure that you see the top of your head is nice and round still. It may have changed a bit of shape. Just make sure it's not too high on one side. Mine is a little bit, so I'm just going to poke a little bit in the area where it's a bit too high. Just kind of fix the shape of it. Okay, so now we have the head covered. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next video we're going to go on to making the rings for the eyes, the outside of the eyes.